planned to be a secret Predator movie, Dan's Prey will likely have to tackle some of the things we are still in the unknown about the alien race, flesh them out in the open, especially if he wants to not go back on his word of this movie being the second best, if not the best movie the franchise will ever see. For quite a while now, we have come to know that 10 Cloverfield Lane director Dan Trachtenberg has been hard working on a new movie, and it was sometime before the rumors of him working on a Predator prequel turned out to be true, with him working on a movie titled Skull. At first, no one was entirely sure if the two projects, the Predator prequel and the movie supposedly in development, Skull, were the same thing. However, after an interview, we got the confirmation that the two projects are indeed the same thing. Disney Plus Day, however, shook things up as it came with two changes regarding the franchise and the movie as a whole. The movie was given a new name, Prey, and it will debut on the streaming services, which is a weird thing for an upcoming movie to not be released in the cinemas first, and then on the particular streaming service of choice. Right off the bat, we will be looking at an entirely different Predator movie. Not only because of the fact that the movie has been said to come in the form of a prequel and set way before the first Predator movie, but also in the way the movie will be made, how the story will go, and what the narrative of the movie will eventually be. Not a lot of details are known about the movie. Heck, the movie does not even have an official release date, with the movie right now set to release in 2022. As to which month, we will have to wait and see before anything is confirmed. One of the biggest news about the movie is that the setting of the movie will take place in the world of the Comanche Nation 300 years ago, and that this time around, we will have, for the first time in the franchise, a female lead character, with Amber Midthunder, a Native American, who thinks this take on the character will be one of the most important plot points of the entire movie. As to have a Native character and have it be female and strong could prove to be one of the best things the Native people will be able to see about the movie. Though the first movie of the franchise was a pure classic, the sequels that followed were all received with mixed feelings, both from the critics and the audiences. However, we might be looking at a soft reboot of the franchise, one that, according to the producers of the movie, John Davis and John Fox, will be just as good, if not even better than the Arnie's original Predator movie.
What the hell are you?
With the movie playing a lot with the elements that made the first movie such a huge success. The ingenuity of a human being who won't give up, who is able to observe and interpret, basically to be able to beat a stronger, more powerful, and well-armed enemy. The hype about the movie is real, and from what we have managed to find out about the movie's plot, we can see why Dan and the producers of the movie are so excited about it. The movie will not just be a prequel to all of the previous movies, but it will also engage in a whole different setting in the Great Plains, with Key, the Comanche woman, going above and beyond the established gender norms to fight for her tribe, presumably against a predator. On the other hand, our review for the movie will probably fall down on how the prequel movie will try to interpret all of the things that made the other movies great, all of the elements that have been noted by Dan, and how he will use them to make this movie, according to him, the second best, if not on an equal level to the first original movie of the franchise. It will be an interesting thing how he will tackle all of the problems the franchise has had in the last couple of iterations, improving on them, but also bringing in a lot of new viewing aspects for the fans around the world. Despite the fame of the franchise and how long it has been since the first movie, which debuted back in 1987, there are still plenty of untold aspects of the saga's rich history, both behind-the-scenes details that reflect and complicate the process of bringing every movie to the spotlight. And all the external forces that have shaped the movies in the way they did, for better and for worse. The upcoming prequel will have to find a way to bring many of the things that were the reason for the franchise's downfall and make them work in the way they were supposed to, with the movie becoming a game changer, one that would potentially serve as a blueprint for any future planned sequels after this one. Probably the biggest mistake the franchise has made so far was the fact that it never gave a chance to actors from the previous movie to return for the role, something that Arnold Schwarzenegger would like really much. After all, he was probably the best lead the franchise had since the beginning. both for his physical appearance and the way his mind works in the given situation. Now Prey will not have that option because of the actors that were part of the previous 4 movies are not even born in the Predator world. Instead, the movie will have to establish a clear picture as to who will be the actors that will be driving the force of the franchise. Iconic characters for whom we will remember the movie for a long time. One of the more interesting things about the Predator alien race is their refusal to kill pregnant women and unarmed civilians, which goes to show that they have limits, are not just some brutal and ruthless species. However, the more important thing is the misconception that they are incapable of human speech, with them only communicating through clicking noises. Using evil laughs and the occasional otherworldly grunt. Make no mistake, they are capable of speaking the human language, something that was established early on in the film as the main Predator protagonist overhears a human saying the F word and proceeds to repeat it during the movie.
Exploits weakness, seems to, well, enjoy it, like a game.
Now, they may not be as adept as the humans, they are still more than able to put together a phrase or two. That is, after a previous observation of the humankind talking in the distance. An interesting detail the movie could try to play with, as it can prove to be one of the newest discoveries for the human race and the fans of the franchise.
I offer time advantage. Go.
What the time advantage? Like a head start?
There are a lot of things about the Predator alien race that we don't know about. We just assume what we have seen so far and how they work. However, we think that Dan was probably the perfect man for the job. And for us to see his genius take on the franchise, the crown jewel of Fox that Disney was surely not going to miss and not meddle with it. Whatever the case may be, there are a lot of expectations about the movie, and we would be glad if things turn out for the better. And the movie comes with a lot to look for, as it would not only bring joy to the fans of the franchise, but also hope for any new sequels to the movie moving forward, ones that could bring to glory the franchise that changed the aliens movie genre forever back in 1987 with its first iteration. On a related note, tell us down in the comments below, what are your thoughts about the upcoming movie? Do you think from what you've heard, it has the potential to surpass the original Predator movie that started it all? And if you think of anything, what are some of the things you would like to see in the movie? Ones that would make it even better than any previous sequel of the franchise. And also, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon if you would like to see more videos like this in the future. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time.